Welcome to this video. This joint project of the Iowa Legislative Services Agency and Drake University Law Library is intended to teach the public how to find information on the Iowa Legislature website. For additional information, please see the video description. This video demonstrates basic options related to working with your search results in the Legislative Document Research tool. Separate videos provide a more general introduction to the Legislative Document Research tool and to its various search tabs. To look more closely at search results, I will execute a search for the word smoke-free air. I want older materials as well as current, so I will uncheck the box that says current only. However, I don't need empty reserved sections, so I will make sure exclude reserved remains checked. I click the magnifying glass to execute the search, and my search results appear in the main section of the page called the document viewing area. The results themselves each provide a citation, such as ARC 6989B or Senate File 249. They also include a brief excerpt from the document showing my search terms in context. Note that the search terms I entered are highlighted within the text excerpt. Results might also have other information under the excerpt. For instance, note that Senate File 249 includes a list of tagged topics relevant to that legislation. I'm going to scroll down the page a little bit and go over to the left-hand Search Within menu. If I click the box to the left of Iowa Law and Rules, that will limit my search result to the 71 results that appear within Iowa Law and Rules. We can see that both for the first Code of Iowa section and for the first Iowa Administrative Code section, there is a path name underneath each excerpt that notes the part of the code or administrative code where the section is published. For instance, Code Section 142D.1 is part of Title IV, Public Health, Subtitle 2, Health-Related Activities, and Chapter 142D, the Smoke-Free Air Act. If I click on the Results heading, I will get the full text of the document. Note that the document opens in a new tab. If the content does not open, the pop-up blocker in your browser may have prevented it from opening. This illustrates why it is a good idea to turn off your pop-up blocker when using the Iowa Legislature site, or add www.legis.iowa.gov to your list of safe sites. Because it is a new tab, I cannot use the back arrow to return to the prior content. However, I can select the previous tab, called Iowa Legislature, and click on that to return to the prior page. At the top of the document viewing area, there is a gray ribbon that provides several options. First, there is an option for separate tabs. This is checked by default. As we have seen, when you open a search result, it opens in a new tab. If the separate tabs box is checked, each result you open will appear in its own tab. I'm going to X out of these boxes to close the two results I've opened and return to my list of search pages. If I unclick separate tabs and click on a document, it still opens in a new tab. However, now when I return to my list of search results and click on yet another document, it will open over the prior document that I had opened rather than opening in yet another tab. The gray ribbon also gives you the option of how you want to sort your search results. The default is Best Match, which puts those documents deemed most relevant at the top. You can also sort by a combination of year and name. For year, the upside-down triangle gives you the most recent, or biggest, years at the top, and the oldest at the bottom. A right-side-up triangle does the reverse. For name, the right-side-up triangle gives you the results in alphabetical or numerical order, and the upside-down triangle gives you the results in reverse alphabetical or numerical order. So for instance, the first option here will put your results in order from the most recent to the oldest year, and within each year in alphabetical numerical order. This can be handy in that it will put the code sections in the order in which they are published. The next option lets you choose how many results, 10, 25, or 50, you want to display on a single page of results. The default number set by the search engine is 10 results per page. Right next to this option, you can see how many pages of results you have. In this case, 8. You can use the Next and the Last buttons to navigate to either the next page of results or the last page of results. In order to see how many results total you have, you want to scroll down to the bottom of your results, and you'll see a gray bar underneath your last result that provides the total number of results your search found. The final feature in the gray bar at the top is the Generate Link feature. This creates a link to your search results in the search engine that can be shared with someone else. This feature is covered in more detail in the Advanced Working with Results video. Thanks for watching. Links to the other videos in this series can be found in the video description.